Hello friends, welcome to the second lecture of chemical energetics. In the first lecture, we have seen statements of first law of thermodynamics. The first law of thermodynamics can be stated in different ways. I am going to just revise that statements. First statement was energy can neither be created nor destroyed, although it may be converted from one form to another. Second statement was the total energy of an isolated system remains constant, although it may undergo transformation from one form to other. So energy get transformed from one form to other, but the total energy of an isolated system remains constant. Third statement was whenever certain quantity of some form of energy disappears, an exactly equivalent amount of some other form of energy must be produced. And fourth statement was it is impossible to construct a perpetual motion machine, that is a machine which would produce work continuously without consuming energy. So these four are the statements of first law of thermodynamics. Now today we are going to study mathematical formulation of the first law of thermodynamics. So see, suppose if we have a system, okay, that system have internal energy U1. Now if heat Q is supplied to that system, that supplied heat may be used up partly to increase the internal energy. So initially the internal energy of system was U1, then after supplying heat that internal energy become U2. Okay, and the partly that heat is used to do some mechanical work. So that U2 minus U1 is the increase in internal energy, and we can denote it by delta U. So delta U is equal to Q plus W. Okay, I am going to repeat what we have done. Initially we have a system, the internal energy of that system initially is U1. When we supply heat Q to that system, that supplied heat is used for two purposes. First one is to increase internal energy, so that internal energy becomes U2, and to do some mechanical work which is denoted by W. So that increase in internal energy from U1 to U2, that difference is U2 minus U1. It is shown by delta U, and delta U is equal to Q plus W. So this is equation 1, and that equation 1 is the mathematical formulation of the first law of thermodynamics. Okay, so you have to remember that equation delta U is equal to Q plus W. In any examination or in any oral, if examiner asks you what is the mathematical formulation of the first law of thermodynamics, then you have to say that delta U is equal to Q plus W is the mathematical formulation of the first law of thermodynamics. Now if the work done is work of expansion, so as I have said there is some work done. Now if that work done is work of expansion, then that W is equal to minus P delta V. Now why W is equal to minus P delta V? This we will see in incoming lectures, but here now you have to keep in mind that if work done is work of expansion, then W is equal to minus P delta V. Now substitute value of W in equation 1, then that equation 1 become delta U is equal to Q minus P delta V, because W is equal to minus P delta V. Now rearrange this equation for Q. then we get Q is equal to delta U, and that minus P delta V change side and it become plus P delta V. So Q is equal to delta U plus P delta V if that work done is work of expansion. Now if the changes are very small, so in that case we have to write dq in place of q. When changes are very small, then we have to write dq in place of q, then du in place of delta u, and pdv in place of p delta v. So that all these are written when the changes are very small. So our equation becomes dq is equal to du plus pdv. This is equation 4. So this is about the mathematical formulation of the first law of thermodynamics. Okay, and in next lecture we will see the statements of the second law of thermodynamics. Thank you.